Real good for the hips, real good for the kidney energy. Kidneys right here, you know what I'm saying? Stretching the lower back and also helping with the hip energy as well. And again, remembering that helping with zodiac signs as well, you know, the hip area. That's kind of like, plus like the Scorpio slash Libra energy. The Libra is like the scales, and the hip bone is almost like the Libra scales in essence, you know, when you really look at it, you know. So it's like all the energies that the Libra archetype deals with is also being helped by doing the physical aspect. And also, because I want to get more in depth with this, you know, paying attention to the symbols, again, not only in our dream, in the dream realm, you know what I'm saying, but in the physical realm. Because if you hear those, that backing up, that beeping noise from the forklifts, you know, I realized, and it's how you look at things, because you could hear it like, oh, that means going backwards. But it's going backwards on a construction site. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, forklifts and all that constantly have to, you know, fit in position and you know, so it's gonna move backwards, but when you really think about it, what's going on a construction site, you know, it's building. You know what I'm saying? Of course there probably was some destruction beforehand, you know what I'm saying? But that backing up is not backing up forever. It's backing up to move forward. Because when it's all said and done, that beeping noise ain't gonna no longer exist, and there's gonna be a big building or you know some type of infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? That's there after all of that construction. So that's a positive way to again, and that's what the symbol of, as you hear it in the background right now. You know, again, like whatever is around you is telling you a story about you in essence. You know, in some way, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? Just like with anything, it's like how you choose to look at it. You could see a negative emotion as something bad, or you could see it as being like what it is, a compass, and letting us know the directions of what's going on inside. You know what I'm saying? Anger or mad or feeling disgust about something is letting me know I'm going in a direction of something that ain't, you know, that I'm not feeling, that I'm not in alignment with. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily bad, you know, but you, in that same notion, somebody else could have that same emotion and think it's bad. So from their perspective, they're going through something bad. You know what I'm saying? But just understanding those symbols, good hip stretch, and also with every stretch, I use pranayama breathing. So that's in through the nose, out through the nose, bringing the air to the stomach and not the chest. You know, inhale, stomach going out. Exhale, stomach going in. You know, because what's very underrated, you know, and to each his own. Everybody don't have to do stretching and you know yoga and stuff like that. You know, but I realize if you are a person who likes to be all in your mind a lot, or you like to be extremely spiritual, you know, you got to remember the balance, you know what I'm saying? And you got a body, you know what I'm saying? You're here on the human experience, so it's to make sure that that body is also, you know what I'm saying, being, or should I say, making sure you're present in your body as well, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a practice because as you're breathing, as you're stretching, you know, the focus is bringing your focus to your body instead of your thoughts. You know, I'm not thinking about what's gonna go on in the next 5 minutes as I'm stretching, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm right here right now doing my breathing, you know what I'm saying? And again, everything, awareness is the first key. Just by being aware of certain things, it starts to shift energy, and then implementing it and applying it constantly in your now moment, you know, it becomes something habitual and something that you actually start to love to do. Something that you once was like, oh man, I don't want to do it, or you once feared it. You do it a couple of times, and you'll grow to getting the habitual nature of, you know, aligning with it. You know what I'm saying? Word to that horn just going off in the background. You want to do everything at your own pace. Like this position may be tough for for some, so you don't have to. While I was in the moment, I just thought I should share because one of the other things too, starting off with this stretch, this is a good root chakra stretch. So just sitting down right like this, root chakra. What's another root chakra stretch? Simply putting the legs. I do it from this position, so you can kind of see me putting the legs across the chest like this. That's good for the root chakra. And remember you're breathing. Having a steady breath. You know what I'm saying? Whether you have a count for your inhale, exhale, or the amount of breaths you take in each position. What I do is I may do like 3 breaths in one position. So I hold the right leg and inhale, exhale, that's 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3, and then on to the other leg. Or you could do 5 breaths, but whatever you find is best for your alignment, you know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the things too, a lot about, different methods and applications on our spiritual growth, is what's best for you. Because one of the main things that was disruptive to our growth, you know what I'm saying, as beings in this realm, is sitting in a school system that told each child to learn the same. And we all learn different, we all, got different levels of, different perspectives of application, you know what I'm saying, to whatever it is that we do, you know what I'm saying. One person might use this way of going at this idea. The other person is all the same little task, let's just say, but, so-and-so approach it this way. So-and-so might use this format for, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody has their unique perspective. There's one general way of doing it, but, you could, have your own little modifications in tune with your uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? That's very key to honor that, you know what I'm saying? So root chakra, you got sacral chakra, leg kicks. And it's just, I'm just showing y'all a few while I'm right here. But just simply legs up and down. So that's a good sacral. And you go through each chakra. So next would be solar plexus. Now this one may be a little tough for some. Like on your stomach, reach and grab your feet. So you like grabbing your feet and you pull up on your feet, as you see behind me. Pull up on your feet. Pick your chin up. And as you, get more comfortable with just the stretches itself, again, I realize it ain't about no rushing, it ain't about no shortcuts, but as you do get better at it, you could implement, more to it as it becomes easier for you, so as you're doing this, you could also be visualizing a yellow light in your stomach, you know what I'm saying? That'll add to that healing energy. Then all right, that's solar plexus. Then a simple one going to the heart is this little pose. So again, feet. For the heart. Simple goat chakra next. lay flat. As you lay flat, you just want to pick up your neck area. You know, like putting your chin to your chest. And like, say for instance, look at your feet. You know, so have your feet, you know. I say have your feet a certain way, but you know your feet gonna be sticking up. Just like have your neck up and just be looking at your feet. You know, you breathe. You do it for how long you could do it for. But this will help to, you know, again, work with the throat chakra, healing and cleansing the energy, moving the chi through the nadis and meridians in the throat chakra area. Then also, and for the most part, any movements for the neck, but again, that's one of the ones I had, saw in a book. And then, you know, for your first eye, you know, that could be simply the meditations, because also with the throat, you know, saying mantras, you know, saying your affirmations or mantras, you know, oh, you know, or Om Mani Padme Hum, you know, whatever mantra, you know, you align with. Of course, you want to do your research to see what those Sanskrit words stand for, you know what I'm saying? Because in some cases, you know, different deities and gods exist within us, but you want to be aware of what being or energy you're chanting to, because they do have some Sanskrit chants that may be chanting to a particular god or goddess, so you just want to be aware of what you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? And then again, for the first eye, you know, just simply doing meditation, you know, sitting in the lotus or sitting down, eyes closed, you know, doing your breathing techniques. You know, also doing visualizations with your eyes closed, you know. And that's kind of, in essence, kind of going into the crown as well. You know, it's like sitting there in meditation. You know, it's kind of like the crown chakra yoga workout, you know what I'm saying? Again, and definitely keeping the breathing, doing the pranayama breathing, as I said earlier. You know, but just a couple of little tips, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, if you're interested in this form of bringing presence into your body, because in some way, form, or fashion, you know, when I think about the book, what's the name of it? You know, Taming the Monkey Mind, or Taming the Monkey Mind, something of that nature. I done showed y'all the book before. But, you know, just a simple way of being present is like, you know, in the body, is like as you sit down somewhere, you know, bring your attention to your toes, and then bring your attention to your knees, you know, because most meditations also are most like trance-like meditations. Like if you're about to do inner child work or past life work, you know, it'll start with you like relaxing your body to the fullest. So, you know, start from the toes, feel your toes relaxing. Feel your ankles relaxing. Feel your calf muscles, you know, relaxing. Feel your knees, you know, and again, and going right up the body, thighs and hips relaxing, stomach relaxing, chest relaxing. You know, again, hear the horns in the background. You know, arms relaxing, neck, you know, face muscles, you know what I'm saying? Scalp, you know, we can move our scalp a little bit, make sure your scalp and your eyebrows are relaxed, you know. And then tapping into the energy, but that's a way again to be present in our body. You know, as I've been, you know, I got this omens to get more into, in some sense, in numerology, but also from the perspective of the Enneagram, ENNEAGRAM. You know, in Enneology, I done saw Seven talk about it before. It's a word to the horns again. Oh man, I love it. Yeah, I love it. But you know, like tapping in with that and looking at the different personality types, because again, there's truly only 9, archetypes as the main infrastructure of things, you know what I'm saying? Because there's only 9 numbers. Again, as I shared before, recently on a video where I was like, technically, the Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces is just a regurgitation, a different octave of Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, you know what I'm saying? Because again, once you get to 9, there is no such thing as 10, 11, and 12. 10 is 1, 11 is 2, and 12 is 3, you know what I'm saying? Breaking it down, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 plus 2 is 3, you know what I'm saying? So, having just getting a deeper understanding about the way the numbers work and stuff, because again, just like in the Matrix, where he was reading the numbers and he was like, look at that blind crossing the street, you know what I'm saying? Like basically, although he just looking at a screen of numbers, he could read the code and see, you know what I'm saying, what was going on, due to being tapped into the numbers. So, that's something that's been coming up. And with the Enneagram or the Enneology types, which is one of those things that with anything, when some people get their hands on certain ancient information, it could become, superficial or watered down. But that's another thing you got to remember. That doesn't mean run away from it, because matter of fact, as I'm saying that's the same exact example with yoga. Yoga is an ancient, spiritual practice, that's very helpful. But, if, when you done seen it get touched by the mainstream and, people that's just like, oh, I'm just doing yoga just to be doing yoga, no judgment on them, but just, the reality of the situation, it could, you may like, oh, no, I ain't fucking with that shit. And you got to be aware of that, because you could be done, gave up something that's meant for you. Same thing like another example of that type of energy, like with the SWAT sticker. The SWAT sticker represents the energy with the heart chakra, energy with love, an energy of like, spiraling energy or the spiraling wheel, you know what I'm saying, or cycles, you know what I'm saying, a life. But, if you're just like on the vibe of like, oh, well, Hitler used it, so it got to be all bad, then, you won't be able to tap into a symbol, that's actually beneficial for you. You know what I'm saying? But and it goes back to your subconscious mind, though. It's like if the swastika still like you're unable to like, shift that view of it being bad, then yeah, it's best for you not to deal with it in essence, because you gotta shift that view of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like with the yoga, same thing with yoga and stuff too. It's like if you just you done subconsciously program yourself to look at it as that harmful, then you might have to find another approach to doing, body work, you know what I'm saying, and being present in your body, because again, one of the, seeing upon my journey, it's funny, seeing the growth, because at one point it was, oh, high chakras, this is how you tap into your crown, this is how you tap into your soul star, and that's important as well. But again, you got to remember that you're in a bodysuit, you know what I'm saying? And it's certain, again, like, having that balance and equilibrium and being able to ground those high vibrational messages into your human experience, so you could, practically express those high vibrational energies or those multidimensional energies, Because even with tapping in with the number 9, it's like, how can I, harmonize, integrate, and harmonize and integrate and basically bring a level of wholeness, in my experience from all dimensions of self. So how can I, bring harmony and integrity on all multi-dimensional levels of my being, you know what I'm saying? And not just being in this chakra, not just being in that chakra, but harmonizing and integrating the whole picture, because that's key, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could, yeah, you want to, again, because that's another thing too, what's coming up that's very important, tapping in with the dream realm, But again, like if I'm all in the high chakras and I'm not doing the physical work that's necessary, I won't manifest the things that would allow for me to do some of that high vibrational work in a more comfortable way. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm just like, oh, in tune with my high chakras, but then I'm not doing, things to manifest a home or manifest, certain necessities for my physical being, then I'm gonna constantly be on the run and on the go, and living a type of lifestyle that technically have me stressed out and not able to, tap into these higher realms in a manner. Again, just the analogy of it. Uh, Something could only go as high as it's rooted or grounded. A tree grows as high as possible because of how grounded it is. A mountain is that tall because of how grounded it is. You're able to climb a ladder way more higher depending on how grounded it is at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So definitely be aware of that balance right there. You know what I'm saying? But that's basically it. I don't want to keep y'all any longer. I'm being on point about getting these messages out. Short, sweet, simple, straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? But how's the vibrate? Not too far in the future, not too far in the past. Right now.